4, 5, and 6, they're having you graph a parabola in the form of y equals ax squared. Since there's no plus or minuses, it's not going to have a shift to it. Generally, most graphs that don't have adding and subtracting don't shift up or down, so the middle of the graph is at 0, 0. So on my parabola, the vertex is going to be at 0, 0. If it has a positive coefficient, it's going to curve up. If it has a negative coefficient, that flips it across the x-axis, so it goes upside down. But basically, they're just going to have you make a table knowing that your vertex is going to be at 0, 0. They're going to have you put 2 points on each side of that. So in the table, they'll just have you do 2, 1, 0, -1, and -2, and find those values by substituting them in and then solving. So if I take -5 times my 2 squared, I would get an answer of -5. 2 squared is 4, the 4's cancel out, and we just get -5. And if I take -5 times 1 squared, I get -5, right? Because 1 squared is 1, so I still just get the -5. We already know the 0 is going to give us 0. You could figure it out if you wanted to, but it'll give you 0. If we do -5 times the -1 squared, nope. -5 because when you square your -1, it becomes positive, and then a negative times a positive, still -5. And then -5 times -2 squared gives you -5. And since your parabola looks like a U, these two should match up, these two should match up, and this is going to be in the middle. And so I'm just going to plot my points. Now on these ones with the fraction, again, you'll have to use that plot point tool and type the ordered pair in. 1 with -5, and the computer's going to stick it on there, but for now we're just going to estimate them. So 2 and -5, 1 and -5, 0, 0, -1 and -5, and -2 and -5. There'll be a button you click that says graph. That'll connect the dots for you. And so your parabola looks something sort of like that. Art wasn't my strong suit. So number 6, same kind of thing there. 6. Did I skip 5? Trying to go to 6 already. How about I do 5 first? Number 5. We know 0, 0 is going to be in the middle. Putting in 2, 1, 0, -1, and -2 for a table. So if I do 1/2 times 2 squared, I would get an answer of 2, right? 2 squared is 4, and half of 4 is 2. 1/2 of 1 squared would give me an answer of 1/2. 1/2 times -1 squared, also 1/2. And 1/2 times -2 squared, +2. So again, if I plot my points, 2, 2, 1 over is only up 1/2, 0, 0, -1 is up 1/2, and -2 is up to 2. I'm going to have my parabola, this one facing upwards because my coefficient was positive. So this time we're going to do negative 3/2 times 2 squared. We get an answer of
-6.
-6. 2 squared is 4, and half of 4 is 2, and 2 times -3 is -6. Negative 3/2 times 1 squared.
-3/2.
Negative 3/2. Negative 3/2 times -1 squared.
-3/2.
Still negative 3/2. And negative 3/2 times -2 squared. -6. So 2 -6, 1 -1.5, 0, 0, -1 and -1.5, and -2, -6. And again, our parabola is flipped upside down since our coefficient was negative.